Tippett. If you have any questions, please use the raise hand function. If you have a follow-up, ask it following your first. Start with Derek Van Diest, Post Media.
Hey Dave, how you doing? It's been a while since you guys played. Do you guys feel like you've been race car in red here for the last week? Are the guys ready to go tonight?
Well, it's a concern when you're kind of in a mode where you're playing every other day, and you come into a road trip where you think you're going to play 4 games in 6 days and haven't played yet. So we've adjusted well to the time change. Hopefully, hopefully the rest's been good for us, and but it is a concern. You want to come out and get your legs under you as quick as you can.
And how much do you take out of that last series against the Maple Leafs? Is that something that it is well beyond you guys now? You've played so many games since then. We haven't gone back there at all. It's no different than even during that series. You're trying to improve. You're trying to do everything you can and to get better. And we've had the same mindset since we've come out of that. So there's things that hopefully we've grown as a team. They played very well. We didn't think we played very well in that series, but we put that behind us. We're concentrating on getting our game going and trying to get to that, get a playoff spot. And to do that, we got to continue to improve no matter who we're playing. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Jennifer Botterill, Sportsnet.
Hi, Dave. At times, you play McDavid and Draisaitl together, along with being, 2 of the top talents in the game. Can you describe or pinpoint what helps to make the chemistry between those two so good on the ice? Well,
they're both top players, and the individual skill set they bring is immense. So you put them together, and you just double on that. So they gel very well together. But the thing about it is they both have the ability to drive their own lines also. So we've used them in both circumstances this year. There's times when we feel like during a game you need momentum changes or whatever it is, and we'll put them together. And then there's other times because of certain matchups or balance that we want, we've had them apart. So it's just a tool that we use that, they play a lot together during the game, whether it be power play and certain shifts here and there. And then there's times we want to play them together all the time. So it just gives a different dimension to our team.
Thank you.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
Dave, Kyle Yamamoto, and who might you start in goal tonight? Is Yamamoto ready to play, and you have that figured out?
Yamo is ready to go. He's, that's one of the benefits of the week this week, that he's got some rest and got a little bit of work in practice, so he looks like he's good to go. And Mike Smith will start in goal.
Okay, this is a bit of a corny question, but I don't mind asking it. Everybody grew up watching the Leafs on Saturday nights, and you guys have all been in the NHL for a long time, and I know there's no fans and all that, but, this is a pretty big game, right? You guys, you're sitting there near first place, and so are they, and it's a Saturday night, it's a hockey night game. Is there still some juice in that for everybody?
Well, there is. I mean, when you're, especially a Canadian kid, like you say, hockey night in Canada on Saturday night, we all grew up with it. So that being said, it's a different kind of feeling this year without fans. I mean, it's, everybody loves to come and play in Toronto. That's gone on for years and years, no matter where you play. But it's a different feel this year. Obviously, it's a bit of a different feel for us right now. We're concentrating on we're just excited to play. It doesn't matter if it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. We just want to play. So I think that's at the forefront of our thinking more, that it's Toronto on Saturday night. We just want to play a game.
Tony Brar, Oilers TV.
Dave, with Yamamoto coming back, what do you need to see from him on game 1 after returning after a little bit of an absence with an injury in order for him to be effective tonight?
I just got to get back to playing like how he was. He's great on the forecheck. He keeps pucks alive. He's got good skill to make plays, smart defensive player. So he just has to get his game back up and going again. It was an injury that kept him out a little longer than we expected, and now with the break we've had, he's back 100% healthy. Hopefully he returns playing just how he was before he got hurt.
Mark Spector.
A couple other guys that haven't played for a while. Turris, is he ready to be part of this thing now? And what about Stalock? Could you use him if you had to?
Stalock is still getting up and running. I mean, he didn't play for a long time after illness, and he's back practicing a couple days here now. So he'll probably still be a few days get up and running. Turris is back. He's had some good practices, and we hope to get him in the lineup soon.
Thank you.
Any other questions, media? Thank you. This concludes Dave Tippett's media availability. My Captain Connor McDavid. If you have questions, please use the raise hand function. We'll start with Jennifer Botterill, Sportsnet.
Thanks, Connor. There are times when you and Draisaitl play together. What do you enjoy most about when you have those opportunities?
Obviously he's such a good player, passes the puck so well. We think a lot alike. We've been playing together for a long time now, and kind of understand what each other are thinking and what we're going to be doing. So obviously a special player, and always fun to get a chance to line up beside him.
Thank you.
Derek Van Diest, Post Media.
Hey, Connor, what's this week been like for you guys? Because you were expecting a really busy week. You're expecting to go into Toronto, having played 3 games in Montreal first. Are you guys kind of just pent up and ready to go? What's the feeling around the room?
Obviously a strange week. It's been boring as ever, honestly. I think that's the first word that comes to mind. But, it's almost been like a little bit of a bye week, I guess. So, we should be rested. Guys should have legs, guys should have energy. But sometimes when you're coming off a bit of a delay like this, I think sometimes the attention to detail or the little things can be missed. So I think for us, it's important to dial that in right away and work our way back into the swing of things.
And what's the motivation level like, considering what happened last time you guys played these guys? Is that extra motivation going into this game here?
I mean, it should be. I think they came into Edmonton and obviously did what they did, and we have to show not only to them but to ourselves. We can play with these guys and we can beat these guys, and we've done it before. So. I think there was probably a combination of both things that happened in Edmonton. They played some amazing hockey, and we played probably where below where we should have been. So the combination of those two things obviously didn't add up well for us.
Tony Brower, Oilers TV.
Hey, Connor, you mentioned, it's been a week off. Your head coach used the word concern because when you're playing every other day, you're in a rhythm. And now that you've taken a week off, that can maybe throw things out of whack. So what does it look like from now heading into stretching, into the pregame warmup, and eventually into game time that you guys need to do in order to mitigate that concern?
I don't think there's any concern physically. That's never the issue. I think, if anything, we should have lots of jump. But coming off these delays, I think mentally sometimes you can let those little things slip. Sometimes the battle level just isn't where it needs to be. So I really liked where our game was at before the break or before this little delay, and we need to get back to playing that level of hockey as soon as we can.
Yamamoto is slated to be inserted into the lineup for the first time since March 17th. What element does he really bring to your guys' top 6 that I don't want to say is missing, but is really emphasized when he's in the lineup?
I'm not sure missing would be the right word. I think what he said thereafter, kind of emphasized. I think, he brings a lot of work. He works his tail off and works pucks back. He's a good little player when he's got the puck. I think sometimes he defers a little bit too much, but that can happen with a young guy like that. So, I think when he's confident, there's not many better wings to play with than that guy. So he works, like I said, he works as hard as I've seen anyone, and he's a guy that brings lots of energy.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
Yeah, Connor, are we? I know there's lots of hockey left, and you guys, it's always hard to get you to look ahead, but are we close enough to the playoffs now? When you look at Toronto, anyone going anywhere in the North going through Toronto, and probably anyone's going through Edmonton too. So is it fair to kind of look at this last couple games between you two and stack it up for, what it might look like down the road here?
I would say there's probably not too many teams in the North Division that would feel that they're 2 out of it. I think it's about as tight a division as there can be. And, there's lots of teams that, you look what Montreal did. They're supposed to be the fourth place team. They're adding on pieces. So, I think everyone in this division feels like they're in it. We certainly feel like we're confident in this division. We feel good about ourselves, but obviously we got to figure out a way to figure these guys out. So ultimately, that's what we got to do here this week.
So, you guys, my recollection is your team didn't win that much in Toronto as when you were coming in the league. And then the last couple of years, you won a couple. And I just noticed the guys love that. You like to win, but winning in Toronto is always a little special, right? With the Saturday night game, you've been around a while now, Connor. It's hockey night. It's in Toronto. Is there still some juice left in that for you?
I would say absolutely. The league likes to try to sneak us through here on a Monday or Wednesday night. So, for us to get a Saturday night game is it's exciting. As a kid, obviously you watch Saturday night hockey, and growing up in the Toronto area, that was always the Leafs. So it's exciting to be able to play here on a Saturday. And like I said, it's my first time. So yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions, media? Thank you. This concludes Connor McDavid's media availability. Fans Media, Reed Wilkins, 630 Ched.
Thanks, Sean. Hi, Mike. Well, you're ready to go. Can you take me through, I don't know if you'd call it one of the most bizarre weeks in your career, but I imagine it's got to be up there.
Yeah, obviously different. Wasn't expecting to get a bye week this year, but it turns out we did. But we managed to get some good practice time in, obviously some good rest. So I expect an energetic group from our team tonight.
It's right now, you guys, Winnipeg and Toronto, very close at the top of the standings. I'm wondering if you're another game watcher or a standings watcher, and if you focus at all on a chase for first place or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like to watch hockey, so I'm definitely keeping tabs on what's going on around the league and especially in our division. So everyone knows how close it is up top there, and we want to continue to get points and continue to play some of our best hockey that we've been playing. So we understand we've had a little layoff here, but I think we've done some good work over the past week. And like I said, we should be energetic for tonight's game and excited about the opportunity to come back and rebound after 3 tough ones against this club.
Derek Van Diest, Post Media.
Hi, Mike. I was just wondering about how a break like that, an unexpected break like that, disrupts the rhythm. I know you guys are all about rhythm, and you were expecting to play 3 games before going into Toronto. And how did it kind of disrupt the rhythm, and what you guys do to kind of, kill off some of that time that you had?
Well, obviously at the time we were playing some good hockey and we were expecting to play every other night. So I think it was a busy time of the schedule, which you weren't expecting to get, obviously as many days off as we have. But like I said, I think it's all on how you take it and how you prepare for the upcoming game. I think we obviously were playing a lot of hockey. Guys are a little, nicked up here and there, and you're playing through kind of little bumps and bruises, but it gives you time to kind of rest that. And it's all about now getting mentally back prepared and back involved in a game that's, going to take everybody. And like I said, obviously we want to bounce back against a team that we didn't have very much success with at home. So we want to come back here tonight and try and get 2 points.
And how much is that a motivating factor considering what happened last time against this team? Or is that something that you've put behind you? You guys have played a lot of good hockey since then. Going into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we just want to continue playing, the same hockey we've been playing as of late. And I think we've played a lot better hockey, since we played Toronto last. So I feel like if we continue to do that, we'll give ourselves a chance to win tonight.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
This is still, Mike, 2 teams that are probably looking at each other down the road. Maybe there's a good chance that, you guys might meet up down the road here. Is it important just for you guys to go out and play and win something here and play well and prove that issue in Edmonton was just a one-off? Like, is there still you guys still got to show these guys that can't happen all the time? Is there some of that left in the competitive nature of your team?
I mean, I think so. I sure hope so. I think, anytime you get whacked around for 3 games at home, I think it kind of leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. So I feel like tonight, we have no excuse but to come out with our best game, and hopefully that's good enough to get a win. So, but saying that, I feel like, we just want to continue to build what we've been building all season long. And, it's just been playing real solid hockey, and playing a lot of hockey, but we've had time to kind of reflect on our season so far. Feel like we have a good handle on where our game's at, and we want to continue to build and build and build until we get into the playoffs and ultimately we're playing real important games. So I think that's something that's been talked about this week. We've got our rest, and there's no excuse now to not go out and bring our A game.
Thank you.
Any other questions, media? Thank you. This concludes Mike Smith's media availability.